Be my eyes, Sunan. go. Like, Ever witnessed? I have a wound that festers. A scent that sticks in the sun. Trolls fear me. I am quite fucked. A scent that sticks in the sun. Trolls fear.
Greetings. Is this battlefield yours?
This is the gutter of an unchained Drengr. A lost Drengr. That is what I am. I am vile. I should not be allowed to suckle clean air.
A Drengr kills honorably, with glory and pride. Were these men not innocent?
Many of them were. Many were not. Their blood is now mingled, and it stinks of the iron of my blades. What an end! Beloved Ragnar Lothbrok. He always kept me in check. He steadied the ship of my hugr. Without him, I have lost my bearings. I scare myself. Not a thread of decency remains. The Drengr I was, I have lost him. Would you end this suffering for me?
You live with a great pain, one that cannot be eased by a Vergild, nor a reckoning.
Yes, you know my pain, and you look as though you could end it. Do this then, a final kindness for an unworthy wretch.
Lost Drengr, I will fight you, and help you find what Ragnar gave you.
Loki's children, take me one and all!
One arm has learned the tricks of both!
Beware! Death to us both! You have lanced me, 𝘵𝐺𝐵𝐿𝐴, the fetid boy. Let this death be the only good I have done since my master's death.
Odin welcomes all kinds, so long as they war louder and drink faster than the last man.
Loki Rabbit, I call on you, nay, demand of you. Send me a home gang champion to test my might. I am waiting to fight your champion, Loki Rabbit. I've been ready. I am ready. Fists up! You're finished!
There you are. You did digital. You did digital, huh?
Die!
I did physical, because I ordered it months ago. Well, I will eventually, but I'm waiting for him to come up with a hard drive that can actually download back from the hard drive without having to do it the hard way. Because right now, it's you put it on a hard drive, you gotta just like putting the disc in, wait for it to re-upload every time. They won't pull the info. They need to come out with a hard drive that you can just play direct from.
Where are you off?
So what do you think so far? Still trying to create a character?
I just created, yeah, that's what I was doing, and I didn't want to join the chat because I didn't know if it would go to a cutscene. But it took me forever to find a name that wasn't already used.
Yeah, that's
like the longest part.
Yeah, because they've got over 3 million players.
So my wife went into this high elf name generator.
Oh yeah.
And I just picked one that sounded cool, or I should say, picked the 5th one that sounded cool and actually worked.
Yeah, what have they got the limit on? 13 letters yet, or 8 letters?
I don't know. I don't know if it said what the limit was, but I think the one I'm using is like, what, 7 or 8 letters?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm going to have to choose that tonight at work. Also, go with a name generator. Because I'm sure most everything's been taken, so I'll have to find something cool for a Khajiit. And then go from there. Yeah, you gotta... Because that's my first day. It's pretty much barely going to be any playing. It's going to be setting up the character and getting all my settings adjusted. Because, see, you can turn on and off the keyboard chat and all that on a console. So that way it's not spamming you the whole time you're playing. It's like when you go to town, if you got the keyboard chat on, the whole lower, if it's still the same, lower left side of your screen is just going to be constantly rolling because of all the spam bots. And you don't want to see that when you're trying to do tasks and other shit. You don't want that all in your face. So you'll have to go in and adjust it. And then when you want it on, go back and return it on when you want it on. But most of us on console use voice chat or local voice chat. Or that's what we did back in the day.
Right.
Just make sure you have your mute button on. If you got a mute button on the PS4, I can't remember. So that way you're not doing something, you have it set for local and you start cussing and the person overhears you. Because then they might just report you. Because, you know, there are... So the only thing bad about ESO, there's lots of good players, but there's also a lot of toxic assholes, just like in PvP. They'll be out in the real world just fucking with you. Like when you go to do what they call the dolmens, the boss things. When you want to start actually hunting the 12 bosses or 16 bosses at the dolmens, you'll be in the middle of trying to kill it, and he'll be OP, and he knows it, and he'll come up and one-shot it from you and take the kill, and you won't get the credit for it. You'll have assholes do shit like that. Because if they overpower you, you won't get the kill sometimes. But that's as you go, because there's only a couple of dolmens you can do it first with groups. Oh, I gotta survive. Oh. Give me a second here, I actually gotta fight in this one. I'm doing the things they call fly allergics here. Some of them require you to go through portals. This one actually requires me to fight. I was expecting a fucking portal. God, I hate these fire fuckers. Ah, get off me. Come on, hit him. Oh, they're spewing poison too. Damn it. Is that all of them? Yeah, there we go. That's all of them. Oh, now I'm kicking thin air. They're all dead. Quit kicking the thin air. The fly allergics in this game are you're under the influence of mushrooms, and you see things, and some of them are like portals, and you'll go through, and then you'll comment about it, you know, knowledgeable, wisdom type shit. This one was survive the onslaught of fantasy animals while you're under the influence of fucking drugs. And 2 of them were spewing poison, so my bar's down a ways. So I didn't realize they were going to do that. Should've. But yeah, you'll take a bit just on your first day, getting all your settings and everything, if it's still as big as what it used to be. It took me like a week just to go through and tweak different things and get them all set proper for the whole time I played. There'll be a couple you'll go back in and switch regularly, like your voice chat, because you'll go from proximity to group, and there'll be times you'll want proximity on, because you'll be in big groups, which is eventually when you get to the PvP, which is now restricted to only 13 people a group, not 20 plus, so that way your performance goes back up to normal, or so they say, because I was looking into that to see how big groups and shit could be for PvP and crap. 13's the maximum now. And I know what it was, it's because you get 20 people, especially mages, all spamming AoEs. You know how much that drags down your fucking PC and your console when you got 20 people spamming to take on a boss that takes 20 and 30 minutes to kill a boss in 40-man groups. See, that's what you don't understand. I haven't got to explain all that. There are groups, it'll take 40 guys 20 minutes to take down some of the bosses. When you get into Cyrodiil, the super bosses as we called them. I'm sure now it's probably a little faster, but back in the day, because we didn't have as many champion points as they do now. Because I went in there and I was at like 100 champion points, and it'd take 20, 30 minutes with 40 of us to take down a boss. 2-hour run, and you could go kill all 16 bosses, or that's what there was back then. I don't know now. There could be more. Run what they called the boss circuit. 2 hours, and you could go kill 16 and pray for the goblin a few times, which drops specific items you need to craft. You just got to watch for the goblin, the golden goblin. It'd take 2.5 hours, and then after that, everybody would run together and go try to do the upper world bosses. On the upper world, which is a little harder because the underground, there never seemed to be as many people from the factions patrolling, so you didn't have to worry about running into them. But when you do the upper world, because it's open and there's more space, so they can dodge and hide and weave. Because when you're in tunnels, you know, there's nowhere to run. If you run into a group, you're fucked. Especially if you come around the corner and it's a 40-man group of some guild tracking down the bosses and you're trying to get there too. They're going to smoke your ass. Because, I mean, there's 40 versus you. and you're stuck. There's nowhere to run because you're in these little sub-tunnels. You know, underground tunnels. But up in the open world, you can go, oh shit, turn around and dodge into buildings and get across rooftops and shit and try and run away. But in the underground, you're just, oh shit, turn around, beat feet backwards and hope they can't catch you. Which, as long as it takes one assassin with speed mode and you're fucked. Because they'll turn on their speed mode and chase your ass down. But it's a fun game. It's really fun. If you're into hack and slash, and sorcery type stuff, there's a lot to do. I liked it when I played it. Because you can, because once you get to the end game, when you got yourself built up and you're just working on champion points, you can get on and decide, okay, I want to do dailies today. You know, which most people try to do at least a couple dailies, because it gets you your crafting stuff for trying to up your gear. But that's like way down the road, because there's specific, because there's way more sets. Back then, you golded the sets that you wanted to wear. Now there's monster gear from the dungeons and the trials and shit like that. That's what you'll work for before you start wasting your gold crap. Back in the day when I did it, you literally just golded the set you was wearing, and that's what you played as. And then went and got the first trials back then, weapon, and golded it. But now they got way more stages of that. Plus they got the transmog that you want to find and hunt. You know, the crafting system is fucking huge on its own. Because there's some people that only play just far enough because that's all they want to do is just craft and eBay the whole time. They're eBayers. In-game trade council. And that's all they do. They just go farm their shit and then they go craft and they sell and make profit. You know, because it's a niche for everybody. You got RPG groups or whatever they call those, role-play groups. And that's all they do is they sit in town and that's where your voice chat proximity you want it off. Because someone will be like, oh, I went and did, you know, third-person talk, speech bullshit about their character. You know, some of them are interesting because some of them are really good at it. They know how to do it. But then there's some that it's just like, oh, you're a fucking joke. Turn it off. I don't want to hear this shit.
Right.
But, you know, and then you got the alchemy groups that's all they do is make potions to sell. And then you got your dailies. You got your diehard vet dungeon runners. You got your, now that they got dragons, they got guys, because I was reading last night, they got guys that brag that they could solo fucking dragons. And when you go into the Skyrim area, you get actual dragons. There's guys that can brag they can take down dragons alone. You know, there's all kinds of shit. You know, time trials, to where you try to get onto the leaderboards and be the top dog to win the high prizes and shit. So there's all kinds of shit. You know, you just got to kind of choose once you get to the end game. And you can rush it if you're willing. If you're wanting to rush it, there's videos out there show you how to rush it and do it in less than a week and be the end game and then just work on your champion points. But I'm not that type of player. I'm gonna enjoy it and just grind out each zone, and do the quests, and try and find everything as I go without having to use Google. Because, you know, there's sky shards. That's your free points. They're little crystal things that you got to look around for. And they are. Some of them are hidden pretty well. And then you got the PvP zone. You're not forced to do it, but if you want to get the... What do they call those things? Achievements in-game. You will have to go out into the PvP zone. That's why you want to make sure you start where your friends start. Because then you can go as a group to go find all this shit. And not worry about maybe getting stomped on by some asshole in PvP. While you're doing this, because you're in a PvP zone. You know, go hunt down your sky shards and the dolmens that are there, and then the daily quests that are there, because that has its own point system for its own gear. There's gear out there specific, which is a reward for guys that focus on it all the time. That's their reward. They get points for their area. That gets them gear that nobody else can get unless they come out to that zone and actually play. So everybody can earn points different ways in all their little different things. Because from the way I was reading last night, there's like 6 different point systems. If you figure out where they're at and what to do, and you can earn all these different points. And some of them actually will allow you to go back to the crown shop and use their points in the crown shop. Once you've built up enough. You know it's going to be an outrageous number. You know, like, instead of, oh, it's a 500 crowns, oh, it's going to be 10,000 of this fucking little credit thingy that you got. But, you know, if it's something that you really, really want, you're going to go work for it to earn it. Because that's how you get all your different mounts, you know, and then play the fashion, what do they call, fashion game or whatever, fashionista. And play, I don't know, it's a fashion something or other, but that's what you do. You know, fashion RPG crap. Because that's why, like I said, I went and I was looking through some of the fashion stuff, and I found a really cool looking set, and I copied down his recipe, other than the color scheme, because he didn't. I know what 2 colors he used, but I don't know how he schemed it. I mean, once I get that far, because you got to find the motifs for it and shit like that before you can do it anyway. Because you got to find the motifs or find the piece of gear that correlates to the one you want to make the transmog for. Oh. It's like Diablo, where you can wear your armor, but you don't like the look of it. You can, if you know how the motif, you can go to a table, open it up, build the piece, color it, and then slap it on as an overskin. So when you're looking at the ugly piece of armor, you get the fancy thing. So you can make your character look all the same head to foot. I mean, you can do it with your sets. It's just some of the sets are ugly, you know, but they serve their purpose. And like this guy, the way it's set up, I wear a light helm, which is a hooded mask thing, which makes me look all assassin-y. And then a heavy shoulder, because it's the better looking shoulder from the Red Guard. And then there's the assassin cross-bladed hatched chest which makes it look really cool. It's like an assassin-style chest. And then some specific overland something or other for the other 3 pieces, because they're, and what it is, I know what it is. It's the pieces that went pure black, so he can blacken them all out and make himself a dark assassin without having to go buy the cosmetic from the shop that's called the Dark Brotherhood Assassin, whatever. When you get in the Crown in the store, there's one that's called the Assassin Skin or whatever it is. But it's reddish. It has a lot of red in it. And I don't want to have red. I want all black. You know, and then you got, you know, you can hunt and find a mount. And if you hunt hard enough, you can match your pet to your mount. So they look the same. Like, what I'm looking for is either the ones from Twitch, the red 𝐿𝐵𝐵 and the red 𝐿𝐵𝐵, or when it eventually recycles back, I want the black 𝐿𝐵𝐵 mount with the black 𝐿𝐵𝐵 cub. So then they're matching, like you got mama and baby. And you ride mama and baby runs along with you to help you kill. If it's an attack type. There are some that aren't attack. You got to look for the attacking pets. For like someone like me that's not a mage, I have to find ones. And I think there's only like 7 that actually attack, which it's just something more that you got to control while you're in battle anyway. And then you got your new companions, which I'm reading. People are having problems with them right now. So I'm not going to rush for the companion. I'm going to wait and see what they do to fix it. What they're saying is that the rapport goes up and down too easy. Or goes down too easy but not up fast enough. Because like, I guess Miriam, the female one that I want to do, is the archer chick. Or is the better of the archer. The other guy is more of a staff mage type guy. Called Bastion or Baston or something. There's certain things like, they said if you go collect butterflies, so it must be for a recipe, she gets pissy. She's like nature oriented. So anything you do against nature, she fucking gets mad and goes down. So you got to remember to turn her off if you're going to go do that for the day. Otherwise you're going to take the rapport down. And if the rapport gets too bad, they don't want to hang with you and help you. And that's the whole point of the companion, is to keep them good and get them to come. Even though they're weak, they can be a diversion. Just like your pets will end up being diversion until they get super strong. Or you get them strong. They're a diversion is what it is. To allow you to solo play certain content that you might not be able to do without having someone with you. Your companion and your pets can do that for you. Do the tanking. But it's, you know, their own quest line in the Blackwood. And it's not hard. It sounds like in less than an hour you can have them both if you focus on it. But the point is you can only carry one at a time, but then you got to watch your rapport. And people, not guys, people are complaining that they go down too easy, but they don't go up fast enough. So it makes it hard to get them to be useful, because you end up going backwards because you're trying to do your normal stuff, and then you find out they start talking to you and they're pissy, and you're like, oh, what the fuck did I do? You know, and because I'm a thief, Miriam won't like me, but also because I guess she doesn't like thievery. And I'm wanting to play the Dark Brotherhood side hard, because it wasn't in the game when I was in before. And I want to play the Dark Brotherhood and the Outlaw group, which are both in the game now. Allows you to thieve and kill for the justice system. So, and just FYI, don't kill any NPCs unless you want all the guards in town to chase your fucking ass. Because once you do one, you go onto a timer. And the timer takes a while to burn down. So if you go too high, you won't be able to pay it off. Because all it takes, I think, if it's like back in the day, 10 kills is 1,000,000. It takes 1,000,000 to come out, or you got 24 hours of don't enter a fucking town without getting your ass killed by the guards. Because you can fight the guards, but every guard you kill puts it up. So you might as well let him kill you. If you're gonna go that hardcore. But that was back then. See, I don't know what the new justice system is. But back in the day, when you killed like 10 guys, it was $1 million bounty. You couldn't afford it unless you were super rich. So you either had to die, let them burn some of your time off, and then stay out of town, or not do the justice system. Because there's achievements for that too. I think it's 100 times, kill and get away from the guards 100 times. Is some big achievement. And then some of the achievements have titles. I guess they got titles now and again that you can wear over your head, or when people look at you they can see a title, I guess. I haven't really looked into that yet, because that's like way in the road, but just so you know, there are titles attached to certain things in the game now too. Like one of the hardest one to get, I guess, is Godly Conqueror. It's from a specific dungeon that's like super uber fucking hard. And if you have it, it means you're a hell of a fucking player, I guess. But I guess there are groups now that are saying, we will carry you if you pay us. And people are complaining about it on the forum. These carry groups, you know, they're trying to get 𝐍𝐴S to shut them down, is what they're trying to do. You know, it's an Asian group. You know, those, like gold manufacturer type things, but now it's a carry group. They're doing not just gold groups and buyer seller groups, they're doing these carry for title group things also, for real life money. And access to your account. So if you do something like that, be extremely careful. Because 𝐍𝐴S is very picky about that. Because they have it in their rules, no transferring of accounts to anybody. So don't get caught. And you know how most get caught. They get ripped off and then they go cry to 𝐍𝐴S that somebody robbed their fucking account. Because you gotta remember, a lot of this shit, as you play, you'll get what they call the gold crafting items. That's stuff you're gonna hoard. That's what goes in your bank. Once you get it opened up, because you'll need that eventually to craft your top end gear. And it's hard to find the stuff, so when you find it, you keep it. You don't sell it unless you're just desperate for money and not willing to upgrade your own gear right away. Because I know back at one of them's called wax, Draeger's wax or something like that. It's super expensive. So if you're really short on change, you can sell it. Just remember, that's one less that you have when you need it. Unless you stumble across some more. It's very expensive shit in game, but it's a fast way to get cash if you're not going to use it right away. And then you can make alts, because what a lot of people do to cheat the bank system is make an alt, and then they go throw it in their bank, then go get on their alt, have their alt go to the bank, because banks are shared by all alt characters, and then pull it out and make their character stand there and use his slots as an extra bag. But that's like mass hoarding, mass crafting, if you're going to do something like that. I'm not that type of crafter. I just keep what I need. Because I always, when I get far enough in, I'll decide, this is the set I'm going to wear or whatever. This is what I need. And I go focus on just that shit. I'm not going to keep everything because I don't need it all. I just need what I want for my specific character. Because I'm not going to do this 9 or 18 or 25 fucking characters. I'm playing one character all the way through, manage everything, and try and make an ultimate character on one character. And not have a gajillion things to take care of in a day. Because just from reading, there's guys that have been playing for 3 years and still haven't mastered everything in the game. That's how hard this game is. Alright. 𝐿𝐵𝐼cscire. Alright, I gotta talk to this guy. Speak.
Ah, look at you, big and tall. What's your
Boots,
name?
what the fuck is your problem, cat?
Eivor,
Jesus, slow
of the
down.
Raven clan.
Eivor of the Raven clan. Come here, come closer. Do you like to drink?
But I was just
like
thinking, because
breathing.
you like Diablo,
Do
you might like
to
this
flirt?
one.
I do.
Because
Well,
it's
listen,
generally along the
here
line of
these
Diablo.
folk aren't
Because, I mean, you
impressed
do
by
your
the speed
regular,
of
normal
thinking.
story stuff
They
and
will
get
only
yourself built up,
respect
and
you
then
for how much you're
start
doing.
earning your champion points and start running
If you're
dungeons, which would be your
sober, then
rifts,
leave, for there's
to earn
naught
your
here for
monster
you.
gear, your keys to go for monster gear, and shit like that. Because there's daily dungeons, there's daily veterans dungeons, there's trials, time trials, group trials, and then you also got, like I said, you got the bosses at the dolmens that you want to try to farm. I think it's 12 or 16 of them total that it's not easy to do, because I remember when I did it back in the day, it took me like 2 weeks to hunt them all down and get the trophy for it. Because, you know, some people are assholes, as I said. You know, it's a typical game, and it's an MMO type. Because you'll be at a dolmen by yourself, and all of a sudden 50 guys are there fucking shooting the same thing you're shooting. helping you clear the dolmen. Because it's fast XP, easy way to farm for jewelry, so I hear. Or stock jewelry, not good jewelry. It's just jewelry as the basics just to get you by until you find the good shit out in PvP or in a dungeon for high-end gear. And then craft some crafting materials. And then the bosses themselves for their trophy. Because there's a list. Actually, there's a checklist. If you look online, there's a checklist of somewhere of all the bosses and tells you where to go find them if you need to go find them. Then, like I said, you can do the werewolf line if you want to be a hybrid build. You can do the hybrid werewolf, or go get cured once you're done. Same with the vampire. You can do the vampire, and then go get cured when you're done. They're their own little storylines.
Oh, I will shut your big mouth while I finish my brew.
That's the spirit.
But you got to be careful with the
Don't make
vampire
your
because that's
wager.
something with
There is
daylight, I
free
think,
to
is the
those who
rule.
fly.
When you're playing out in the daylight, you're weaker or something.
I will buy you around with my winnings.
They
How is
have
that?
upside, but there's
I
a
like
downside
this
to
one.
that upside
Are
every
you
time.
ready? What about
But it's one of
more
those things,
drink
I
before
did
we
it, went and
begin?
did it, and then I
For
went and
luck.
cured myself just so that way I had the skill line done to earn trophies
For
and
luck.
shit. And to get passives, I think, is why I did it. I think there was a passive. But that was back then. Now,
Your
with the
face
builds,
is a
they can
wreck.
be different.
You're a blight on
Because as the
the
guy
nose.
said, if you watch most of the video, one week you might be
Your face
you might
brings
be
to mind
top
the
dog,
other
but then
end
the
of
next
horse.
week you're third or fourth in the
Brilliant,
list
brilliant,
with your build
brilliant. Yes.
because it changes.
Have another drink.
Because somebody comes up with something new that's stronger than what you just was running.
Yes, yes. Here's
It's
the next
constantly
one.
ever-flowing
You're
game.
a pig-headed, ugly
So you just
excuse
pick a
for
build that you
pig.
like, what you can play, and then just go from there.
Now to look upon you leaves my eyes in great pain.
It's like me, a lot of people are going to
You're
dog me because I'm a
brilliant.
pure bow.
You're the
Most people don't play a game
smartest
with
person
pure
I've
bow,
ever met.
but I'm
You
going to
hold
because that's what I like to
your
play.
Let's have another.
Two what?
I'm a champion, a winner. I'll claim the top prize.
Two lies, huh? Telling of lies. There we go.
𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿.
Oh my god, I'm so drunk.
That was the most incredible fighting I've heard in all my years.
Lady, you're drunk.
You
I'm drunk. I
are
wasn't
a
even talking
wonder.
straight.
I would say the same of you, friend.
3 cheers for Eivor, the most masterful
That's the only thing
wordsmith
to keep me
in
playing this
all
game.
of
Some of the
England.
cutscenes are funny as shit like this. Flighting in this game is you challenge each other to rhythm rhyme speak off or talking speak off to each other. And this one, by the time I'm done,
So he
which I'm
says,
still
but
under the
only
effects,
thing he ever
we're
catches
both
is
drunk
more
as shit,
gently
and
less.
I couldn't even understand what they're
I
saying
fear
because
I
he's
cannot keep him
stuttering
around.
so bad.
You're better off without
I
that.
just chose, because I have a cheat sheet, I chose the right one so I could win my bet back. Because I always do it so I can win. That's how I earn my gold. Alright, Jorgmeister. God, take the blurry vision. I'm not drunk anymore. Come on. Get the blurry vision. Damn. That's the only thing I hate. Stupid blurry vision. Alright, there we go. Jorgmeister. Under the cliffs. Nope, I don't care about that. Alright, where's he at? Oh, there he is.
Where's that husband of yours?
Great, Dave.
And of course it's not
Turn when you have need of my
anybody I
strength.
know. Alright, how do I get in here? Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. I know I did. Alright, where's upstairs? How do I get upstairs? Okay, how the fuck do I get up there? And I'm still pretty blurry visioned. God. Yeah, here we go. This way. Alright, scooch over. There you go, buddy. Up. There we go. There we go. Box. Yeah, you'll start in the black tutorial, then you go to K'narthi's Roost, if I read it right. Once you get to K'narthi's Roost, don't talk to anybody or anything until you find the hooded figure. You're looking for, it's like a female person with like a reddish hood thing. Talk to them, and then that will take you back to Cold Harbor, which is the actual mainline game content tutorial. and that'll introduce you to the actual things of the game. Then go from there, do it, then go back to Khenarthi's Roost and actually start working your way through. So I read. Now, without being in there, I can't tell you for certain, but that's what I would follow. This is the best I could find last night. Because I looked it up so that way I know for when I get on with my character. Oh, how many fucking snakes are there? Jesus. Snakes. Okay, burn. Burn. Burn it. Thank you. Didn't get them both. Burn the other one. Thank you. Alright. Now it should be right here. Yep, there it is. And the big thing is, remember, try to access everything as you play. What I was talking about, your armor. Put on 3 light pieces, go kill a mob. Put on 3 heavy pieces, go kill a mob. Put on 3 medium pieces, kill a mob. Then go back and start wearing your 5-1-1 or whatever. So that way you can get all 3 lines open so they level at the same time and just keep 1 piece of everything on. Because you want all 3, because eventually the best build is a what they call 5-1-1. Because you do what they call, I guess it's a monster build, combo build for armor. And the monster pieces are always usually heavy, it sounds like. Which most people do that as their shoulder. And then wear your helmet as your light, because your light helmets are supposedly the better looking helmets. Not always, but usually is the rule. And then, like for me, because I'm going to be an archer, I'll wear medium armor as my 5 main pieces. 5 gets me my set bonus.
I fear I cannot keep him around.
But that's something you'll have to look into, because I don't know what set you're going to wear as a sorcerer, or what will work for you, based on how you're playing. That's what you got to choose as you go. I'm going the wrong way. It's over here.
You're better off without that wastrel.
Turn around, go back.
The poor log worries me.
But that's all down the road, because your basic sets, you can actually supposedly get through the story with just hodgepodge. You don't even have to have a set to get through the whole story, unless you just want to be OP. Inside the building.
You look like you know a thing or two about that.
Alright, here we go. Oh, there it is right there in front of my face. Hey. What else is over here? Stealing everything. In this game, it ain't much. There ain't much stealing. I've never stolen a damn thing in this game. I killed everybody for everything. In this one, there's no penalty for it. Oh shit! I got another goddamn dice game. Damn it!
I'm interested.
Let's play some Orlok then, I guess.
A game of skill. Or
Let us begin.
all right then.
Let's play some Orlok. All right. What was that? 6 to gain 3. Wow, that's expensive. I'll stay with the way I got. Heads. Hey, and it's heads. Cool. Alright, I start off. Let's be aggressive. Hey, that's a good aggressive start.
This will do.
Oh shit, he's running. He's a defender. Block, block. Fuck, he's running a ton of blocks. What a dick. Ugh. I have to do it different. He's running all blocks. Fuck, he's got 5 blocks and 1 arrow. What a douche. It's a hell of a fucking roll.
Look at that!
Oh, what the fuck? God, that guy's lucky on his rolls. He's got 3 fucking steals. What a bitch. Block. Actually, no, I don't want to block. I want to go straight after him. So let's skip that roll. Hopefully I get some bunch of attack, because he's got all blocks.
This is my game, stranger. Yes, you love.
Oh, he fucking healed. What a bitch. I hate people when they fucking heal during the game. Makes it harder to beat them. So now I'm just gonna have to go straight after him. Oh, he fucking healed again. What a son of a bitch. Ugh.
Interesting.
See, and that's what pisses me off. When they do games like this and these fuckers get like that. He had all blocks as stacked coins, which allow him to heal. Makes it hard to beat him, because no matter how you go after him, he blocks everything you throw at him. Yeah, see, he's got all arrows this time, so he's gonna zap me the whole time. What a dick. See, now he's also going for more health. See, he's healed again. I took 2 and he's gonna put 4 back. So now he's back to almost full health. What a son of a bitch. And then he's just gonna slowly whittle me down, because I can't get aggressive enough. I'm not getting enough rolls in my favor. My rolls are turning to shit in this dice game. You want to fight everybody, but first collect everything before you fight everybody. If you're in the tutorial, you want to fight everybody you can. According to what I read, you want to fight everything you can. See, and every time he gets hands to keep taking my shit. This game, this computer, they've programmed this bullshit. Makes it fucking hard to beat these pricks. Every time I think I get a chance to stomp him, he steals one of my magical point things, and I can't use them because I'm short. See, he's just healing nonstop. I just, motherfucker, it's bullshit. Yes, pick up everything. Because if you can't use it to trigger other skills, you can sell it or break it down for your crafting. Because crafting works on breakdown. You got to break everything down, and then you also got to learn traits. Because some of them will have like traits or words like 𝐵𝐸𝐸, deadly, or whatever. You have to look them up. There's specific words because you'll need those eventually at end game to help strengthen your armor.
This will be over soon.
You are really good at this.
Ah, not like this.
Well, then break down what you don't need right now. That's what I'd do it.
A few blows from that now, stranger.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Are you going to walk away now with your head hung in defeat? Let us play again.
God, I hate it when the computer gets to fucking heal all the time. He just slowly whittled me down. So I couldn't beat him. Prick. Just can't get a fast enough attack on him because I don't get the good rolls like he does. Pain in my ass. See, he's already started off with 2 shields and a steel.
Interesting.
Yeah, if anything's the same or doesn't have a trait that you want, I would just break it all or make sure it can't help you trigger a skill line. Because every skill line, like for every weapon, you want to eventually be able to use every weapon, you got to equip them and kill something to open up a skill line. It just isn't open already. Like me, I'm going to do bow and daggers in case I ever want to have dagger on, but I plan on playing bow. But I'll have the daggers open just in case I want my daggers. Because I'm an assassin build. Yeah. And pretty much should be safe, yeah.
Like, can I sell them?
If you got somewhere to sell, yeah. Yeah. But remember, breaking down helps you with your crafting faster. Because you want to break as much as you can, as often as you can, and learn traits as fast as you can. Because each trait that you learn, the timer gets longer and longer. Because eventually, it's going to take you like 7 days to learn your final traits per trait. You'll set it on 1 day, and 7 to 10 days later, you'll eventually actually learn the fucking thing. I'm not sure. I didn't look something like that up. I figured that's something I'd learn as I go.
about that?
Very good.
I think it's only sword and shield. I don't think you get 2 swords. I'd have to... That's another thing I'd have to Google.
I think what level 4, level 5 is max, and then you switch.
Of course he's gonna fucking heal. What a dick.
I've almost got you.
2, 4... Fuck, he healed 6 points of health back. God damn it. Cocksucker. Just can't get no straight attacks on this guy, so I can fucking kill him. He keeps fucking healing. God damn it. Son of a bitch. See, and there he's got... Fucking asshole.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
This will do. How do you like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Interesting.
God damn, I'm not gonna beat this fucker. He keeps healing too fast. As much damage as I can do, he fucking heals it all back up.
What is going on here?
What is going on is you're the computer, so you fucking cheat to win. That's what's going on, you piece of shit. I've never rolled 3 fucking arrows in a row. Cocksucker.
Cornered you now.
You win.
Are you going to walk away now with your head?
Set.